they erase that line and they go bottom-er. Kathy Griffin, just a vile and disgusting human being, just validated herself yesterday with this ISIS-inspired bloody head of our president. Let me just let that sink in, folks. This is what the, quote, loyal opposition in this country is all about. The, quote, resistance. They're calling themselves the resistance. Just like ISIS does. The same people who want to come to our country and kill you for not believing in the God that they believe in does this. I just can't even wrap myself around this. And if you watch CNN, they're still saying, well, we're reevaluating our her longtime role in her hosting our New Year's Eve coverage. If they didn't get rid of her within 0.02 seconds of seeing this, they're idiots and they're complicit in this. If you watch CNN, please unsubscribe from all of my services and this video and just go away. You got to be kidding me. It's awful, folks. I can't even. And it results in stuff like this. Man arrested at Trump Hotel near White House with Glock and assault rifle. Okay? So, folks, this isn't a joke. Okay? This is a felony. And they didn't even. What the hell was the Secret Service doing when Madonna at the all-women's march said, I want to crash a plane into the White House? This isn't a joke, folks. It's a felony. It's a crime. And the president's like, God sakes, man. He sent out a tweet. He's like, my wife and my 11-year-old son are having a hard time with this. Are you kidding? God Almighty. What the hell's going on in this country, folks? And if you think I'm a dyed-in-the-wool Trump supporter, last night around midnight, he sends out a tweet that was gibberish. Okay, here's who can figure out the true meaning of coffee. Enjoy or something like that, despite the negative press coffee. And then it was deleted. It was something's going on, man. The guy, trust me, every one of my members know that he lost me when he said Kim's a smart cookie and I'd be honored to meet with him. I was done. And this is the guy who, one of the few financial professionals in the industry to both predict a Trump win and a Trump rally, 5 to 10%. I nailed it, folks. Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, Citi. They all missed it. I nailed it. And I'm the one that says I'm done with the guy. But it's treasonous. All the leaks coming out of the White House. We need to start shooting people again for treason. Maybe that'll stop leaks. They literally, not only the deep state, but these Obama holdovers still in his administration are committing treason by trying to undermine the legitimately elected president. The Russians, folks, did not activate 63 million sleeper agents to go vote for Trump. They did not deactivate sleeper agents to not have Hillary go to campaign in Michigan and Pennsylvania or Ohio. Enough, man. I'm sick of it. God almighty. But let's talk about trade. And if you're sitting here going, well, what's that have to do with anything? Everything, folks. Look, the VIX is alive today. It was up 6% before I started my video. I said something is going to happen to creep this market the hell out, and it has, okay? We're rolling over a little bit. This market and our VXX bullish double vertical is starting to get gain ground a little bit because volatility can move in the blink of an eye, folks. And there's a lot of stuff going on here that is just not, it ain't good. We have an unstable president, and we have people who want to cut his head off. Go throw that into your volatility meter. Banks starting to get kicked in the gut again here. This came out of the blue. Bank of America and JP Morgan warned revenue will be down as much as 15%. Oof. Pending home sales crashed the most in 3 years, hit by a double whammy of price and inventory. I covered yesterday how the housing prices were the highest in X amount of time. That's not necessarily a good thing. Well, high housing prices are awesome, Wiz. No, they're not if they sit there. Okay, so look at this implosion, man. Pending home sales year over year. Look at that. That ain't good. Look how far back you have to go to see that. A little bit of soft every once in a while. Bang. That is not good macroeconomic data. The soft data slammed to 6-month lows. Chicago PMI this morning, another tumble. Okay, so here you go again, folks. I showed you the chart of the S&P 500 last week going up, and macroeconomic data kind of flying formation with it, and then imploding down to here. The two lines on that chart have to intersect. It's a reality, folks, and if they don't, we're smoking way too much opium, and the hangover is going to be even worse than anything we're looking for. Oil, again. Oil moves on what? Words like this: hopes, fears, skepticism. What did I say the other day, yesterday or Monday, whenever it was, about the OPEC quote deal? I said it's a lie. They're all going to lie. Oil might rally for the 15 minutes that as they all get on their planes and wave and go back to their oil countries. And then as soon as they get off the jet bridge and tell their buddies, like, you wouldn't believe what I told all the folks at OPEC we do. Hey, Abdul, open the spigots and pump away. So guess what? Now oil's down over skepticism. I predicted it. It happened. It happens all the time. Also predicted this, guys. I said last Thursday, this little pop in the market, a 7-point move in the market counts as a rally. I said this is a short squeeze. Once we hit 2400-ish, 2405-ish, I said we're going to roll back down. Well, guess what? A lot of people, a lot of pros thought that and got short, and a little bit of a pop squeezed a lot of shorts out. Now we're heading back down here, guys. We're going to get into a range here. I remain market neutral, but this was stupid. The Comey memo. Oh, that's right. Anybody even remember the name Comey? Oh my God, the liberals were frothing at the mouth over the Comey memo, which it turns out 24 hours later, the reporter at the Washington Post had never seen the memo, and somebody, an anonymous source, which is journalism nowadays, read it to him over the phone. And within 24 hours, I was on the air talking to my members saying the guy's either a felon or he's a felon. He's a liar. Because a month prior to the alleged Comey memo with the Washington Post, he sat in front of Congress and said, nobody's influenced me to do anything. So he either committed perjury, or when the president, in the way the media put it out, intended to obstruct justice, he should have pulled out his big old gold FBI badge and arrested the dude. Or resigned, or went out to the nearest microphone and said, you wouldn't believe what the president just asked me to do. He did neither of those, which means he's either a felon or a felon, and he's a liar. Comey, you haven't even heard. He was supposed to testify last week, wasn't he? I'd be honored to. And then it turns out that the FBI, under Barack Obama, was spying and violating your Fourth Amendment rights by spying on you. And Comey has disappeared, hadn't he? Isn't it funny, folks? It's not funny. As an American, I'm mortified what's going on in this country. But anyway, here's what's funny is this Comey snapback. I'm like, no, this is going to run out of airspeed and run out of steam, and it is. I have a bear call spread on for Friday. You got to have some volatility hedge on, folks. The bullish double vertical I covered last week is a great hedge because, like I said, the VIX can move massively in the blink of an eye, right? I have an SPX bear call spread that's on for Friday. It's only down 270. This is a good trade. I'll cover my weekly options trades from yesterday. But I have on the 2415, 2420 bear call spread. I got it at $1.20. It's at $1.40 right now. This is a good trade for me. It's risking $5,700 to potentially make $1,800. The break even has a 65% probability of at least breaking even, folks. I don't think we're going to rally into Friday. It seems like, like yesterday, whenever we had these little up days on a Monday, Tuesday, we usually glide into the close on a Friday. So I'm gonna hang on to this one, and it's actually getting close to break even right now. For my weekly options, folks, in the primary live trade brief, we did a joint session yesterday. Where's my thing? I did not get filled on the SPX trades. So wait a minute, where are we? Right here, primary, sorry. Where's my order? So you can see yesterday I tried to get filled on SPX at 80, at 85. I let it sit there at 75 cents for the rest of the day, and it expired. It's at $1. It's at $1 now. I'm not. Remember, I gave us a range. I think I said 80 cents yesterday, plus or minus 5 cents. I didn't get filled, so I'm not trying to get in it. It's at $1 right now. I don't think this is the big one. I don't think we're going to roll over massively. Like I said, I think we're going to get back into this channel, a channel like this, a channel like this, or a channel like this. Remember, these massive moves, that one and that one, are on politics. This is the Republicans fumbling the repeal of Obamacare, and I'm not a Republican. I'd be ashamed to call myself a Republican. I'm a libertarian. How stupid. You own the White House, the House, and the Senate, and you can't repeal Obamacare. Morons. You did it 60 times under Obama, and you can't do it once under a Republican president. Republicans it's a clown car. Here's the Comey memo. So these massive moves to the downside that we've seen in the past 3 months are what? Based on politics, okay? So I don't think... Well, I can't say that. Who knows, man? Out of the blue, we have a Comey something. We have a drunk or whatever mental tweet out of the president. What is this stuff, man? So you have to have a hedge on, and that's what we do here at TGO. We train you how to, trade the market you have, not the one you want, but you also need to be prepared for the absolute unknown. A comedian beheading the president in effigy? Come on, man. So... got to be hedged, folks. And if you're not a member here at TGO, you're really missing out, okay? If you want to give us a test flight for a couple weeks, 2 weeks, which is not enough time to see what we do here, but to dip your toe, go to our homepage, topgunoptions.com, and use the ski slope, man. Beginner, intermediate, advanced. Take a test flight. You can trade weekly options in the advanced track. Intermediate is the front months and the back months and some front month hedges. And beginners are accelerated retirement brief portfolio that I actually do today at 1 o'clock, okay? So speaking of that, I got to run. I got to prep for my 1 o'clock brief. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge, and I'll be back with Thursday's market wrap-up before I head up to the options capital of the world tomorrow, Chicago. So have a great rest of your day, and I'll see a lot of my members at 1 o'clock.